Good morning, Galilee family. This is Paula. Happy Friday. Well, there was a couple topics I was going to speak about, but then with everything that's going on in our world, I've just been feeling a little overwhelmed. I don't know about you, but I think maybe a few of you are, because there's so much. We can start with coronavirus, the Delta variant. Are we going to be shut down again? Is there going to be another mask, or is there going to be a mask mandate? Then we have the wildfires in California, and we have the floods in Tennessee, and we have the earthquakes in Haiti, and then we have Afghanistan. And to me, it can be overwhelming. And I think, thank God, I have faith. I don't know how people get through all of this without faith. I know it keeps me going, and my devotions and everything that's going on. And because we don't know what our future holds, but we do know who holds the future. And that gives me peace. And I just feel that everything will eventually be okay. And in saying that, I'd been reading Matthew 24. All of it is so wonderful, but can't read all of 24. And believe me, I'm not coming as a scholar. This is above my pay rate. It just hit me, so I just wanted to share it. It's chapter 24, verse 3. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Now, this is after he left the temple, and he just left the disciples. And of course, they followed him. And they said to him, "When will this happen? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" Jesus answered, "Watch out that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name claiming, 'I am the Messiah,' and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars. But see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All of these are the beginning of birth pains." And I'm thinking, wow. Yeah, so this has always been going on, and most likely will continue until God says, that there's going to be enough. And I don't know about you, but for whatever, it brought me some peace, so I just thought I'd share it. But verses like this are all throughout the Bible. It's like nothing new. And a lot of these things happened, it's nothing new. Go back into U.S. history, nothing new. But still, it's not easy. And I know for me personally, the devotions to do in the morning and reading my Bible is so important. It just really keeps me going. And with that, I wanted to share, I think, a great tool that we have at Galilee. It's in our narthex. It's called the Portals of Prayers. And it's for personal and family devotions. So you open it up. I meet the authors. You don't need to know that. But it's the Order of Family Worship. Then there's Martin Luther's morning prayer and evening prayer. Mealtime prayers, like asking a blessing and then returning thanks. And then every day of the month, there is either something from the Bible or some Christian story or something like that. And then it always refers to you to a verse in the Bible and a psalm. And it's just a great way to begin a devotional time for you without like being overwhelmed, or like you say, you don't know the Bible that well. This is just a great introduction, I would say. And I happen to know our sister in Christ, Pat Archibald, reads this faithfully and has for years. And I know this because she was our roommate in a retreat a couple years ago, and she read it every morning. I think sometimes between 4:30 and 5. Like, you don't have to read it that early. But I mean, she just loves it. She actually got me into it. And then we also have, it's a little pocket size one that if you want to pick that up, especially if you're traveling or whatever. But she carries a couple in her purse, and I know she's given them out, especially like in restaurants and stuff. So just a great little tool that is free of charge. This one's July through September. So a new one should be coming out in a couple weeks. But please pick this up and take advantage of some of the things that we have. And with that, I just want you for this weekend and the week coming up just to continue to say your prayers. I know personally I'm just going to be praying, well, for everything, but especially let's get the Americans out of Afghanistan. And I also would like our allies in Afghanistan that has been beside us for 20 years. I really hope we can get them out. Not sure if we can. I guess none of us are. God probably is. But I do worry about that. So glad I have faith. So I'm going to continue to pray for that. And then come to mind this morning, Pastor Matt, was a sermon, it could have been a year ago, but I remember him talking about if you're worried or like overwhelmed or whatever, to look up to God. And he ended the sermon by saying, look up. And I have never forgotten that, and I have used it many times. And so I would just like to, excuse me, end with this week and all through next week, when you're feeling overwhelmed or things are getting to you, just look up. See you next time.